All around us, every single second, a silent construction project is underway. It's building the very world we live in. You know, the air we breathe, the food we eat, pretty much everything. And the builders? They aren't human. They're the unseen architects of our planet. Plants. In this explainer, we're going to peel back the leaves and take a closer look at their incredible work.
So let's just ask it straight up. Who are these quiet architects, and what exactly are they building? It's so easy to just see them as, green background scenery. But the truth is, they are incredibly active, powerful organisms that literally form the foundation of life as we know it.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with the fundamental blueprint, what actually makes a plant a plant. Then we're going to open up their specialized toolkit. After that, we'll meet some of the diverse green family before zooming way out to see the absolutely breathtaking masterpiece they've constructed across the globe.
All right, first things first. To really understand these architects, we have to start with their basic design. What's the fundamental blueprint for this amazing life form?
Okay, so scientifically, plants belong to the kingdom Plantae. Now, a key word here is eukaryotic, which just means their cells have a complex little command center, a nucleus, kind of like ours do. But what truly sets them apart, what makes them so special, is their ability to make their own food. They are the planet's ultimate self-starters.
And how do they do that? Well, this is where it gets really cool. They have a genuine superpower, and it's called photosynthesis. This one process is the single most defining feature of a plant. It's an engine that doesn't just feed the plant, it literally fuels the entire planet.
I want you to think of each plant as a tiny, perfect little factory. The process is just brilliant. It pulls in sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide from the air. Then, a green pigment called chlorophyll grabs the sun's energy and uses it to turn everything into sugar. That's the plant's food. And the byproduct, the exhaust from this factory? It just so happens to be the oxygen that you and I are breathing right now. No big deal, right?
Okay, so if photosynthesis is the power source, what about the tools? Every good architect needs a toolkit, and plants have an incredible one, full of specialized parts that let them build, grow, and survive just about anywhere.
It all starts below ground, with the roots. This is the plant's foundation. They do more than just anchor it in the soil. They're constantly working, digging deep, and soaking up all the water and essential minerals the plant needs to keep that factory running.
Next up is the stem. This is like the building's support structure. It's scaffolding, holding the plant up so it can reach the sunlight. But it's also a super complex highway system, a pipeline that transports all that water and nutrients from the roots up to the rest of the plant.
And all that water and those nutrients are headed right here, to the leaves. You can think of these as the factory's solar panels. They are perfectly designed to capture as much sunlight as possible, which makes them the main spot where the magic of photosynthesis really happens.
And finally, we've got the flowers and fruits. If all the other parts are about building and surviving, these are all about the future. They're the reproductive parts, beautifully designed to create seeds and make sure that the next generation of these incredible architects can get to work. Now, with the same basic blueprint and the same toolkit, you might think every plant would look pretty much the same. But nope, not even close. These architects have adapted into a stunningly diverse family with countless different forms and styles.
I mean, this diversity is wild. It ranges from small herbs like mint with their soft, flexible stems to woody shrubs like a rose bush. Then, of course, you've got the giants, the mighty trees with their powerful trunks. And there are even these master adapters like climbers. Think of a grapevine that cleverly use other structures to climb their way up to the sun.
And this brings us to our final and maybe most important section. Let's zoom out from the individual plant for a second and really reveal the global masterpiece that the entire plant kingdom has created together.
Their impact on a global scale is just staggering, and you can see it spread across 4 absolutely critical roles. They produce the oxygen we need to live. They absorb massive amounts of carbon to help regulate our climate. They create entire habitats for countless animals. And of course, they are the foundational food source for nearly all life on Earth.
So here's the bottom line. Ecologists call plants primary producers. Now that might sound a little technical, but what it really means is that they are at the very bottom, the absolute first level of the food chain. They produce the energy that supports everything else. From the smallest insect to the largest whale, it all starts with a plant.
So when you put it all together, from a single-leaf superpower to their massive role as the foundation of all ecosystems, plants are constantly, quietly building our world.
They give us our oxygen, our food, and our shelter, and they do it all with this incredible diversity of forms.
And that leaves us with a pretty critical question, doesn't it? These architects, they work silently, building and maintaining our world every single day. So the real question is, how can we make sure their essential work continues? How can we be better partners in their project?